Hi, this is Dan, first-person looter, and this is my recap/reaction of my third day playing Starfield. The needle on my opinion hasn't changed much. I'm traveling faster from planet to planet, that's an improvement. I'm getting a small handle on gunplay, but not enough to make a real difference. I rewatched some fighting in my Halo Infinite play, and I'm moving so much faster and shooting so many more enemies much faster, much more fluid. How can one game feel so much better than another? I saw my first hilarious bug when Sam Coe ran into my cutter's laser, and this was also when I got my first real open world experience. I was on that one planet walking to a base station, but in this video I walked around a big town and then out into a big open area in the sunlight. So it felt more quote-unquote open world. And it got me thinking. I think part of the issue others may have with this game is that while it advertised almost unlimited possibilities with where you could go because it's an entire galaxy with 1,000 planets, it may not be as free and as open as we first thought. And I'm not talking about the invisible walls or not being able to take off and land No Man's Sky style. I think it has to do a bit with the fact that while space is enormous, we can't survive in it. We can't stroll around freely in it. Skyrim's map is for one specific area on one specific planet, so in contrast it should feel infinitesimally smaller compared to all of space. But in Skyrim you could walk and climb almost anywhere, freely. You may have to fight an enemy, but that also made the game feel more lived in. Space, on the other hand, is vast and uninhabitable. It's great if the game says you can go into it, but you can't do much more than that. Just float silently or treat it as a flyover state. And I'm sorry to those states who despise that term. But really, space in Starfield so far, to me, right now, it's become sort of just an obstacle to get through between where I'm leaving from and where I'm going to. I hope my mind changes when I get into more space battles. But even then, you can't just fly in real time to another planet. I don't think. At least Alana Pierce showed that even if you did wait long enough to have your ship get there, it'll clip through the planet with no option to land. And then the planets so far seem just as barren, save for the little settlements. Again, I've only been to a couple planets at this point. I've not fully explored the settlements, so they could contain an entire game's worth of content. But other than that, the graphics do look great, but it feels like a really nice updated skin over an old skeleton. Movements for me and NPCs are clunky. Gunplay feels clunky. Scanning is a little clunky in that I can't pick things up with the scanner on. I can't shoot with the scanner on. It's one or the other. So, I will continue to see. I will continue to play. I am still happy to play the game, but it is definitely not a 10 for me. I still feel like this 7.5, or even an 8 is an accurate score for where I am now. Again, that could definitely change. That's my review of my third day playing Starfield. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.